The Metro Drug Coalition hosted its 7th annual East Tennessee Opioid Conference in Lenoir City today, covering a range of topics from current and emerging trends to how pain doctors are helping patients without the use of opiates.
6 on your side reporter Dominic Webster at the conference this morning and spoke with people who are at the forefront of trying to stave off a growing problem. He joins us now live here in the studio with all the latest. Dominic.
Yeah, Bo and Lori, the opioid crisis in East Tennessee is one that has been around for some time now, and the purpose of today's conference was to share findings from the last year. This year's conference was the largest it's ever been, and the room was filled with people eager to learn about the ongoing crisis. Hundreds were in attendance today for the Metro Drug Coalition's annual East Tennessee Opioid Conference. They were all there with a common goal: to learn more about the dangers of opioids and how they can help those in need. One of the big presentations today was from Dr. James Chu with Pain Consultants of East Tennessee. He talked about different ways to treat pain without relying on the use of opioids.
I think the community has completely changed when it comes to the medical response to pain. I think there's a huge reluctance to write opioids, which is a good thing. But on the flip side, there are many innovations for pain, chronic issues. And I think that is what we have to talk about, those sensible solutions that are making a big impact, and we're seeing a lot of that in the innovative spaces in pain.
Some of those innovations that Dr. Chu is talking about include neuromodulation, orthobiologics, and many other minimally invasive procedures. Procedures he hopes will continue to have an impact as 2023 figures show there is still work to do.
And last year, in 2023, I've already counted 135 cases in East Tennessee as a whole. Of course, we service 23 counties, so that's the total number, but considering it was only 70 the year before, those numbers have kind of rose.
Chris Thomas with the Knox County Regional Forensic Center says if there isn't already enough to worry about, there's a new drug that's now surfacing.
The new drug that's kind of coming into play this year is bromazepam, which is a benzodiazepine. It's usually found in the synthetic or counterfeit Xanax pills that's being taken, and that itself has been the cause of 53 deaths in East Tennessee this past year.
All in all, Karen Pershing with Metro Drug Coalition hopes that this conference will spark discussions with those in the community to find new ways to help those that need it most.
How can we create spaces for people who are struggling to not feel shame and not hide it, but come forward earlier in the process so that we can help navigate and get them to a place when they're in long-term recovery.
Now, going back to some of the numbers that Chris Thomas talked about today, he said that from 2018 to 2023, the average amount of fentanyl used per person has nearly doubled. Lori, Bo.
Wow. All right, Dominic, thank you so much. And we should also note that Knox County has seen an increase in the number of 15 to 24-year-olds using opioids.
Yeah, Dr. Chu ended his presentation today by saying maybe improvements that are being made in the field of pain medication can similarly happen in the addiction world as well.